my growth. I want DeAndre to know if he truly loves my daughter, then he needs to let her go.
What would I say if DeAndre was sitting across from me right now? What gives you the right to hurt my child? And how much longer do you think you can get away with it before somebody holds you accountable for your actions?
Well, I spoke to Autumn in the last segment, but she's had to leave the stage as the protection order states that she and DeAndre cannot be in contact. Now, however, since being in L.A., we've learned that Autumn broke that protection order. DeAndre broke that protection order because they ran off to see each other. Now, the man that she claims has beaten and assaulted her is who she's been running off to see. Autumn's parents claim that one time they picked their daughter up from DeAndre's house and she was beaten to the point where she had blood coming out of her nose and her mouth. Now, even though DeAndre admits that he has choked Autumn about 6 times, he says he has gone to anger management and feels that that has really helped him a lot. Take a look.
Autumn and I have an abusive relationship, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Autumn is crazy. Autumn and I met a 1.5 years ago. One day I was on social media scrolling, and I was like, ooh, who is this baddie? Baddie means she's cute. I was like, hey, you should come hang out with me. She was like, oh, I would love to. I stay with Autumn because she's my homie. For 2, I kind of like crazy girls. When Autumn I fight, the fights get out of hand. I choked Autumn probably around 6 times throughout our relationship. The first time I choked Autumn, I was at her house, she was screaming at me, and I choked her. And I picked her up, I took her to her room, and I slammed her on her bed. I ended up in jail for aggravated domestic assault. I've never raped Autumn. The night of the sexual assault, we had sex. After that, she was like, let me call my dad. I would grab her wrist, and I was like pushing on her head and everything, so I was like, I don't want you calling your dad. Like, this is definitely not the greatest way for me to meet your father.
You think I care? I don't care anymore.
On the night of the incident when Autumn keyed my car, she went through my phone, saw some messages that she didn't like, kicked me out, took my money when I left. I took her phone, she followed me, and she was, I'm sick of this. And she keyed my car. She has anger issues. This is the order of protection. This order of protection came about because me and Autumn cannot stay away from each other. 3 days ago, we was having sex in my vehicle. It was good sex. She blames me for everything. She blames me for all of her problems. I spend more time with her than I do any other person on this earth. After you build that trust, you really want to try and like make things work, and hopefully everything at the end will get better. Sometimes I'm just like, maybe not. Maybe I should just slide.
Okay, now you've been listening to everything so far, correct?
Yes, sir.
But now she can't listen to anything you're saying because of it's just the way the protection order works. So you've been hearing what she said, but she can't listen to what you say.
Yes, sir.
Now, you all have met?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about what he was just saying on his tape piece about saying, yeah, I've choked her about 6 times, thrown her against the wall, the bed, whatever. We're talking about your daughter.
You know what I think that I and everybody else that's watching this right now probably also thinks, but I don't want to speak for them. I'll speak for myself because I'm a grown man. And by the way, men don't hit women. You understand that? No, don't.
If men don't,
I'm going to be respectful to you, so you let me finish,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then I'll give you your opportunity. I think you've more than a fair turn at my family, so you just be patient. Why do you think that it's okay for you to hit my daughter or any other woman?
Why do you think it's okay for you to hit your daughter, sir?
Answer my question.
Why do you think it's okay for you to hit your daughter, sir?
My daughter's already come out here and said that that's never happened.
I understand that. However, your daughter is also very afraid of you.
Right, so you can't answer the question.
So you didn't drag her out the house by her hair?
No, I did not.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Let's assume hypothetically that that's correct.
Yes.
I'm saying that hypothetically, I'm not agreeing with that.
Yes, it's correct.
What the hell does that have to do with you doing it? You think because someone else has violated her at some point in the past that gives you license to do